Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you how to prepare your store listing for Android apps and some great resources on how to do this. So first of all, here is a great resource that I want to share with you. It's from Google, and it's called Google Play Academy, in which you can learn a lot of things about how to optimize your store listing. So I'm going to quickly walk you through how to do this and what are the things that Google recommends in order to optimize your store listing. So one of the things is you definitely, if you have an app, you want to create a Google Play Store listing, which you will have to do when you publish your app. And I'm going to walk you through these steps here. Um, so this is the console page, and for example, I have a sample demo app called Hello. And as you can see here, what we need to do in order to publish the app and maintain the store listing and do all of those things is um, once you're done with the setup and you have launched your app, or you're testing your app in the beginning phases, you can come here, and there are a lot of things here you can use, but most importantly today I want to talk about store presence. What does store presence mean? Store presence means this is where people will be searching for your app on Google Play Store, right? Like how we go to Google Play Console or Play Store and we search. So you're going to come to the main store listing here, and you will get to edit your app here. Like you can give your app a nice name, you can give a nice short description, you should write a full description about your app, you should put a lot of graphics in terms of what is the first picture you want your users to see, and make sure the picture is like has the right size, that is 512 pixel by 512 pixel. And you can also do a feature graphic, and you can do like a video. This is very important. A lot of people don't do this, but if you do link your YouTube video here, it shows your users a brief preview of like what your app does and looks like. So this is very awesome, and you should do this. You can also add some screenshots for your phone, the tablet version of it, and things like that. And most importantly, today I also want to talk about how you can do multiple language customization. There is a lot of three or four things you should really do in order to optimize your app. So once you have these basic app details, you should make sure you also manage translations yourself. So what this means is, for example, if your app is about, you know how there's different countries that use different words or different languages, so that if they are in different languages, for example, they can actually read the text in that specific language. So you could do like change default language. I mean, you could do like you could manage your own translations where a different country would like just, people from different countries can read the text in that specific language that they have of their browser or their Apple of their phone. So like you can choose anything you want, mostly Hindi or whatever the languages, if your users are Indian based or Chinese or things like that. So you can do that. You should do that. Once you select that, you also get to choose the you get to optimize what that store listing should look in that specific language. This is awesome. And not only that, like you should also do, once you're done with this, you should launch it as store listing experiments so that you can experiment with small population of users. So if you do have an store customization in say like any other language, and you should launch it as experiments, and then you can just like have some users go to it using that specific translated version and see how they perform. Are they logging in, are they downloading the app based on what they read, and if that's helping that specific country, then you should keep that store listing and or tweak it, so that's the thing. And another thing also about store listings is you can do a lot of things here. So um, you should do these three things first, right? You should have a main store listing, you should have translated store listings if your app is for many countries, um, and um, and custom store listings. Also, custom store listing is like you're targeting specific users, right, in different countries. to appeal to the different segments, things like that. So this is really awesome, and there's many more information here on the Google Play Academy. If you simply search for Google Play Academy and you go to their courses, and in the prepare section you will find like optimize your store listing, and that has like all the 4 or 5 steps you should take to optimize your store listing. Like you should create a Google store listing, you should optimize how you can optimize it with experiments, how you should comply with the Google Play Store policies, you don't want to be in any violations, and then how you can translate. Translating is where I said like you translate the language, but localization is different from translation. Localization is where you actually change the words. For example, like how most of the countries call it football versus soccer, right? Like in the US they call it soccer, and like in India or Asian countries and stuff they call it football. So that is localization, where you can localize the text also to be based on that, on what, on whatever, like whatever the country, like how to appeal to each country users, right? Like different people, how we should be communicating with them. um, so things like that. And then also you can do another thing called pre-registration. This is an awesome feature. If you read about it, you can maximize your pre-launch momentum with pre-registration, where you can just say, it basically says like, oh, we will be launching our app, enroll your name in this pre-registration feature, and then as soon as it's launched, you will be the first 1,000 users to get access to it, or whatever it is. So definitely go through these. I mean, the best way to go through that is just go to the site play.google.com/academy simply, and that will take you to the main page, and you can sign in. These courses are free. There are many courses here. Actually, I was just talking about how to prepare, but there is many more things you can look at. You can look at how to grow your app, how to engage, and most importantly also how to monetize and earn, which I think is what most developers want to get to. Yeah, and set up monetization options, how to do ads and stuff like that, and you know how to monetize. I mean, there's many ways to monetize also, right? Like such as, you first want to understand the payments policy, because you don't want to be in violation with that. Then once you understand that, you can see what are the best thing, right? Set it up as a managed product, or set up subscriptions to your thing, and manage the price of your app. You can, how to manage the orders, how to refund even if you are asked to refund anything, and then how to evaluate your revenue. This is also an awesome path to explore and learn more about on Google Play Academy. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go through some of these more in detail, and there are some secrets I want to share, some tips and best practices that I will discuss. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.